Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We have a house full of people. Hello, hello. Good morning, Sally and Tony. Good morning, Deirdre. Day 85. I am worthy. I am enough. Miracles are happening to me every day. Catherine Kovacs, Kathy Hand, Blue, Hope. Oh my goodness. Well, good morning. Is it Montana that's with us? And let Hope know we're loving on her and holding her in our arms. Brandy, I love your affirmations. Let's go into our hearts and say those together. Good morning, Annie. Brookie, Auntie Jean. Yeah, I had to feed the cats. They were not happy yesterday and they got into everything while I was on Cuppa. So I turned it on and ran upstairs and fed them really quick. So that's why I'm a few minutes behind, but you all came in without me. I'm so happy you did that. So let's go into our hearts, breathing in love. Breathe in peace, breathe in joy, breathe in love. I'm enough. I'm amazing. I'm worthy. I'm loved. Put a smile on your face because our Marietta says that spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. And then what do? We hug somebody. Bring somebody into your heart, whether it's somebody that's right here with us or somebody that you want to be right here with us. Good morning, Mama Hada Bear. Morning, Andrea Gregg. Thank you all for sharing. All right. So, love, love, love. That's what Tuesdays are all about, love and gratitude. So what's your gratitude? What are you thankful for? I am thankful for all of you that showed up this morning for Morning Cuppa. And those that were wondering where I was feeding kitty cats. Did not want a repeat of yesterday. They were tearing apart treat bags yesterday and digging into the treats. So I made sure they had food this morning so they will behave themselves, hopefully, while we're doing Cuppa. All right, so what else is going on? Kathy Caputo's hugging all the peas. And Blue, the first 100 bells for Dolly arrived Friday. Oh, and you're giving Hope a heart hug. Let's all give Hope a heart hug today. Sending lots and lots of love your way, Hope. And Montana, please let her know how important she is to us and how much we absolutely adore her. And Auntie Jean is hugging our Hope as well. Let's all do that. Let's all pull her into our hearts, loving on her, letting her know how special she is. And y'all are special. Thank you for being here. I am enough. I am a God child. I am loved. I am a magnet for miracles. I love that one, Annie. How awesome is that? I want you to know I'm getting pretty good at running up and down the stairs here. So it is really good for me to have to run up 3 sets of stairs up and down all day long. You saw the chewed up tree bag. I did not want a repeat of that. I made sure those go into a container that they can't get open. Hopefully they can't get it open. But yeah, they have wet food up there. They have dry food. So hopefully they're going to behave themselves while we do the show today. And Blue's giving a hug to Montana. Yes, let's do that as well, because Montana, you are special to us as well. And thank you during the time that Hope was so sick and you came in every day to give us an update on her. We really appreciate that. And please keep us updated. Let her know that we're all pulling her up. Whatever's going on right now, we're going to bring her absolutely up as high as we can bring her. All right, so let's see what we got. Do you want story time today? We have the pocket book that we're reading from. Don Baker, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. All right, so story time was a very interesting one last night. An interesting question that came up for the angels. And the name of it is The Price Tag of Your Moments. Do you love that? Because I loved the message when it came through. So Auntie Jean says, yes, story time. All right, so let me get to it here. The price tag of your moments. All right, Kathy, I will add those to our prayer list. Thank you. All right, the price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. Isn't that an interesting thought? That's by Henry David Thoreau. I'm going to repeat that. The price tag of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. Every day, moment by moment, we are bartering with life itself. Our attention, our energy, our precious minutes, they are the true currency of our existence. And with each choice, we declare what we value most. When we chase after possessions, status, or fleeting pleasures, we are spending the irreplaceable, our life force. Yet when we offer our time to love, to healing, to personal growth, to the whisper of spirit, we are investing in something eternal. The great paradox is that life feels longer and richer, not when we try to hoard it, but when we offer it freely to what truly matters. A conversation with a friend, a sunrise witnessed in stillness, a kind word spoken to a stranger, a prayer whispered into the heavens. These are the priceless exchanges that leave our soul wealthy. Dear angels, how can we wisely discern what is truly worth the precious currency of our life? We're here for such a short time. How can we know what is for our best and highest good? Dear ones, you are sovereign beings entrusted with the most sacred gift, the breath of life. Every moment is a jewel placed in your hands with the freedom to choose how it will shine, to discern where to spend your life, quiet the noise of the world, and listen to the song of your soul. What brings peace to your heart? What expands your spirit? What aligns with love? These are the investments that yield eternal returns. The world will tempt you with glittering distractions, but not all that glitters carries light. Ask yourself, does this feed my soul or drain it? Does this choice bring me closer to the light or into shadows of emptiness? When you offer your time to service, to compassion, to joy, to growth, you are not losing life, you are multiplying its radiance. Remember, dear ones, that even the smallest acts of love ripple through eternity. What you exchange your life for today creates the legacy your soul will carry forever. We will walk beside you as gentle stewards, whispering reminders of what is eternal. Listen, choose, and shine. The angels whisper, spend your moments like precious pearls, threading them on the necklace of eternity. In the currency of the soul, love is always the greatest investment. Angels, today I promise to pay closer attention to what I'm spending my precious time on. Isn't that an interesting conversation with the angels? Because we don't think of that, right? We don't think about how our time is just going out from us. And what are we spending that time on? Are we spending it on worry? Are we spending our time spinning our wheels in chaos and trying to fix things, trying to fix everything that we think is wrong in the world, or fix other people that maybe are not thinking the same way we think or doing the things we would want them to do and the way we want them to do it? A lot of energy is spent doing that. A lot of time is just wasted time that we could be loving, that we could be making a difference in the world, that we could be out there just helping other people see beauty with our smiles. Your smile can light up so many people as you go about your day, and it doesn't cost you anything. So really, when you think about it, spending those moments in worry or sitting in front of a news channel regurgitating everything that's going wrong in the world, it's just you hiding your light. That's all you're doing. You're hiding instead of giving. And when you give, you get. That's the beauty of service. Any service work that you do, you benefit from it. You are the one that gets the heart smiles and the heart hugs and the heart warmth when you give a smile to somebody, or you give a hug, or you send out a message of love. You get that right back. But if you're just spinning around in all the chaos and the confusion and the things that are going wrong, what are you getting? You're just going deeper and deeper down rabbit holes and staying in the darkness. Let's go into the light. Let's get out of that darkness, because it's not doing any of us any good. And Andrea says, wow, great message and whisper. Yeah, I think so. I think the angels really want us to understand that every moment that we have in these lifetimes that we're living are precious. They're precious moments. And we can get distracted by so many things. I call it squirreling. There's a squirrel that runs by, and so we're going to watch that squirrel as long as it's running around in circles and going up a tree or whatever it's doing. We're going to be distracted by bling. And that's one of the ways that our attention is taken off of what's real and what's really happening, is when we're enticed by those blingy things and the sparkly lights. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's real and what's happening in our world and what really needs our attention. Like if somebody is not doing well, we want to make sure that we're present and aware enough to be able to send that love from our heart, because it's going to make a difference. Auntie Jean says we need to send healing energy to Brandy. Yes, we absolutely do. And I saw that she's going to be going off of the the cuppa. So, Brandy, if you're still listening in, we love you so much. Good morning, Jennifer Langren. Oh, thank you, Kathy. And I hope you have a great day at work. I'm getting ready to read from the little book, and I believe we are on page 11. Is that the page we're on? I have a little cheat sheet. Yeah, it looks like page 11. And I'll be reading that right after Kuan Yin. Love makes all things possible. Take your time, commit to your inner journey, and don't give up. The Divine Mother is always there. Success will be yours. Hang in there. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it's going to come, right? Sometimes we pray, we meditate, we set intentions, we talk about it, we focus on it, and it's like, where's my miracle, right? I can't tell you how many clients I have that they're at the point of giving up. They're like, I don't see anything happening. It's just not happening. And I always hear ringing in my ear the words, don't give up 1 minute before the miracle, because it could be in that next moment that the miracle arrives. It could be right around the corner that you turn, that there's that miracle. It's been there all along, just waiting for you to reach that point of being right there with it. Don't ever give up. Never say never. That's my motto for life. Never say never and never give up, because everything that we desire is ours. It's ours. We deserve it. We are worthy of it. We are enough to have whatever it is that our heart desires. All right. So let's go to the angels in my pocket. And I think that little pocket may be listening to us this morning, because I know Mama's here, Auntie Blue Jean. So page 11, if you're following along. That's right. Never give up. Sometimes when we don't see it yet with our physical eyes, we start to go into doubt. And doubt is not your friend. Doubt is going to take you down that road of, will it ever happen? And what ifs? And all those things that create an energy other than love. Stay in love. Stay in your heart. All right, page 11 says, lead by example. Shine your light. Step up and allow yourself to be seen and heard. Know that your mission is to be the light. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear will do so. Shine your light. That's all that's required. We came here for such a time as this. We came here not to hide our light under a bushel, not to close our eyes and say, la, 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 I see nothing. We came here to love. That's shining our light, is loving. And like the angel message said from last night, how are you going to spend your time? How are you going to exchange those precious moments? When you do it with love and stay in the energy of love, those miracles just keep on keeping on, and they'll show up for sure. All right, the next message. Dear ones, memories are the threads that connect you to the eternal. They are the whispers of your soul, echoing through time. They sure are. So what kind of memories are you making today? That's what matters when we think about how we spend our time. Are you spending your time just going into your cave, into a state of, I don't want to do this anymore, a state of unhappiness, a state of depression even? Or are you just saying, nope, I'm going to go into the spotlight. I'm going to open that door and let the sun shine on me, and I'm going to shine my light out. Oh, you sure did, Kathy Hand. You shone your light so brightly, and you kept shining your light. And that's what's important, is that consistency. All right, next message. To be loved is your birthright as a divine being of love and light. Call it to you and allow the door to your heart to open up to receive. So many times we give and give and give and give, but we also have to have the balance. We have to receive. We have to take those moments of taking it all in. So when we lift you up in prayer, when we shine a light on you, receive it, because that balances out the times when you're giving of your energy. You also need that receiving to fill up your cup of love. All right, the next one. Each day's difficulties are opportunities for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. The struggle is indeed real, but so is your capacity to overcome it. Life's challenges shape and mold you, and ultimately make you more resilient beings. So the struggles that we go through, I call them fires. I relate it to walking over the hot coals, and everything feels uncomfortable when we're going through those challenges sometimes. But if you keep going, keep on keeping on, you know that there's going to be an end. And I've said my whole life, as long as I know there's an end to this, I can do it. I can walk over those hot coals. I can resist that wind knocking me to the ground. I can stay upright as long as I know that that's not going to take me out. It's not going to destroy me. I'm going to keep standing. I'm going to keep being and keep being in my divine authenticity. And Kathy Caputo says, I used to say, but when? Finally realized that saying that comes from a vibration of lack. Need to affirm it's here, and I accept it now. AAA. It's here already. We just have to wrap our brains around it and catch up to it, right? When we can acknowledge that, yes, what I am seeking is seeking me, and it's showing up, and I'm here for it. Then we get it, we understand it, and those coals, they're not hot anymore. All right, the last message. When you come fully into the light, you can clearly see and understand that the body is the vessel you are using to travel in your now time, while the mind is the divine navigator. So many times we get that different and backwards, don't we? We think that the body is dictating how everything is going to be. Sometimes we say, oh, I'm in so much pain, or I hurt, or I'm so tired. And we think that that body is dictating to us. So I always say, you tell your body how it is. That's why it's so important to say, I am healthy. I am healthy. I am a beautiful divine creation. And whatever it is that I want and desire, and if I want health, then I can have that, because the mind is navigating that and driving that body wherever it's going to go. So when you look at it that way, and you start placing energy on the body that's not perfect or not enough, then yeah, you're going to think, oh, my body's giving out, my body's old, my body's deteriorating, or it's not cooperating. I've said that before. My body's just not cooperating. My mind is willing, but the body doesn't want to go. Well, the mind is the navigator. The mind is the gas pedal. So are you pressing the gas pedal and saying, let's go, let's get with the program. We got things to do. We got smiles to give out. We got love to share. We've got prayers to say. So you get in control. Don't let the body dictate to you. You tell it how it is. And I love that. Don't come from lack, because if you're saying that your body is weak, then you're assigning a lack energy to the body. So step up and let your mind tell your body, hey, get with the program. Let's go. And sometimes you have to stop and feed the body. Sometimes you have to let it rest and say, okay, body, now I want you to take a half an hour to rejuvenate. So, and I do that. Sometimes during the day, I've been going and spinning and doing all kinds of things. And all of a sudden it's like, all right, body, let's just take a rest. And so I'll sit and meditate or lay down and just think about all the beautiful things I'm grateful for. That rejuvenates me, is thinking about the people in my life, such as all of you, the things that are going on and taking place in my life. So sometimes we need that rest so that we can just get up and be stronger, be rejuvenated, and be free to do what it is that we're here to do. Hello, Darlene. Thank you for being here. All right, that has brought us up to our prayer time. If you have any comments, any questions, anything about what the angels had to say to us, what Kuan Yin said, please just type them into the comments. And now if you have any prayers, and I believe it was Kathy that had two people that you want us to pay attention to in our prayer time. Let me see if I can get back to that. And Blue says, today is a high vibe manifesting day. Can you feel it? I bet it's the new moon. The Fae are very busy, though it was 37 this morning. Well, it's 48 here where I am in Colorado. So it's a chilly, chilly morning. I thought I saw, Kathy, I thought I saw you ask for prayers for two people. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, there it is. You have two young women who need prayers as they are struggling with infertility, Brandy and Amanda. I will add them to our prayer list that we'll go over tomorrow. And good morning, Charlie. I see you coming in with us. And Deirdre, thank you for giving us our daily prayer for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for our troops and our United States. Thank you for that. And I know Brandy, before she left, asked that we remember those who are touched by suicide or dementia of any type. Thank you. And Darlene, we certainly will put your father on our prayer list. Darlene's father's name is Richard, and let's remember him and lift him up. And thank you, Sally and Tony. So glad you're with us. Prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, for those who are homeless, as well as for those who are living in fear of another, and also for our entire P family and our extended families. May we all stand and respect each other's lights and help each other. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, Darlene, you're getting energy from the fires in Canada. I think that happens almost every year, doesn't it? That you get that in Michigan. So praying for you all there. And that's where our Sally and Tony are, of course. So lifting up everyone that's being affected by that and praying for those fires to get the water that's needed to go out. All right. Who else? My brother-in-law, Cecil, has been in the hospital for a bit. And so I'm asking for healing for him. And yeah, he's got some infections going on and not feeling so well. So let's please lift him up. Prayers for Dave. He's very stressed as, yeah, that deadline is coming up, but the stress doesn't help. Anxiety never helps anything. So put a smile on your face and confidently go toward that deadline, and it's going to show up with ease and grace. And we're going to hold Dave up for him to really feel the confidence that the angels are right there, making everything fall into place perfectly. And thank you, Darlene. Yes, remembering the animals out in the wild, and especially when there's a fire situation. And it was brought to my attention yesterday that there's some weather stuff going on down in Florida that I wasn't aware of. And so grateful that our P member, Joanne, was able to finally get home. She had a real adventure because her plane got diverted over to Tampa, and she was hours late being able to land in Fort Lauderdale because of flooding and other things that were happening there with the high winds and situation in Florida. So let's remember those who are dealing with that. And having lived in Fort Lauderdale, I know what that flooding entails. And it's very hard to navigate through the streets when the water backs up. All right. Well, we're going to send some powerful angels to let Dave know that he's not alone, that they're right there helping with everything that needs to take place. And yes, continued prayers for Hope Wellington Marshall, lifting her up, seeing her in perfect health, and coming back to us full of love and vibrancy and joy. All right, so let's go into our hearts. And one more last prayer request. Let's pray for our Dr. Don Baker in Canada, and his organization, his company is called Revibrancy, and praying that the information about what Don is able to do is reaching the right people that can bring this to fruition for him to be here in the States doing his miracle work right here in the United States to help us all. All right, so let's breathe into our hearts today, a heart full of gratitude as we come forward and bring prayers to our Creator. Let's just let that gratitude lift us up, 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 going up higher yet, as high as we can go through the dimensions, going straight to that great central sun, bringing all the prayers with us, lifting every person that's here, lifting you and your frequency, lifting your vibration to come to a really, really good place of understanding about healing and how all healing comes from the inside. The cells in our body react and respond to love So right now, let's open our hearts to receive love from the Creator, from all of divine, as we give honor to God, to Christ, to Divine Mother, to Holy Spirit. We honor you. We thank you. Thank you for miracles, miracles that happen every day, opportunities that show up for us in our lives, for us to see each other and love on each other and bring that beautiful energy of healing into each heart that's present, into each prayer request that we bring forward. We send that with love, and we say to each other, I love you, because that is the healing message. When the cells hear love, when they feel love, when they know that love is right there, they respond to it, just like plants respond to sunshine. They start growing, they start being taller and opening up the flowers and allowing the beauty to come forth. Let's do that with each other right now. Let's shine that love to each other that says, I see you. I'm shining a light on whatever's going on inside of you for your cells to work to the best they can work, to have your body as healthy as it can be, to have your emotional state one that's receiving the love in and honoring that love in yourself. Just take a moment with that. Take a moment to sit in the energy of love, of God's love, divine love, and love that comes from each other. And let's say those words right now to each other. Thank you. I love you. I'm going to play Leo for us. As I sneeze. And let's sing along with the Morning Cuppa.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on.
Come on, come on.
It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony.
Oh, Montana, please give Hope our love. Oh, we're lifting her high today. Oh, thank you. I couldn't hold that sneeze in. It wanted to come out.
Start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Full of joy.
Joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the truth is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always
Kathleen, I'm so happy to see you with us today. Sending you lots of love and hoping that you're feeling better physically.
Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod.
In the pod, that's us. Oh, there's our Joanne. Joanne, I'm so happy that you were able to get home last night. All right, here we go. They simply accept, align, allow. Triple A, y'all. Take it with you everywhere you go.
On the hi-fi called the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy.
Oh, Hope has been listening to us. Hope, we love you so, so, so much.
With all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Yes, our Andrea Gregg definitely brightens up our world. Thank you, Darlene. This is our Leo Harley P that sings this song, wrote the song, and sings it for us. And we always help him at the end of the song, celebrating our love for each other. Woo! Thank you, Peas. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for your love. Thank you for loving each other. And Brookie's sending so much love to our Hope and to our Mama Hada Bear, and big, big hugs to every one of you, Peas. I love you so much. And I'll be back tomorrow for the Morning Cuppa, and it's prayer day tomorrow. So we'll be reviewing our prayer list. And if you have any changes, any additions, please let me know so that I can do that before we come on the air tomorrow. Stay in your heart, stay blessed, love on each other, smile at the world, and watch it smile back at you. I will see you later. Namaste, y'all.